Ace superstar Amitabh Bachchan has a unique suggestion. He believes that train wagons which are lying idle can be converted into isolation wards. He believes that anyway, the trains are lying idle all over the country. According to him, about say 3,000 trains are there all over India. So 3,000, and in each train there is something like 20 rooms. So 3,000 multiplied by 20, you can easily convert and get 60,000 isolation wards. Why not convert something, a resource which is lying idle at this point of time, to make it useful to something which is beneficial for a common man on an urgent basis? And this would be an excellent way to treat people, have isolation wards within the train wagons itself. This is what Mr. Bachchan seems to be wanting in one of his tweets. Now, my question to you viewers is this something which is practical? Can you sanitize these trains, create isolation wards well equipped overnight? Is it possible? Are these suggestions which are coming forward, they are in good intent, but are they practical? Can you create isolation wards overnight in train wagons? Well, I would also say that there are many such impractical suggestions, unfortunately, coming up. What we need is really and people say that this is a difficult time, so let's not go in the past. But why is there no disaster planning beforehand? This is exactly what any country needs to do. You have to look at the various ambit of possibilities that can happen. In this case, United States now is reporting more than 50,000 infections. Well, but they should not forget that this virus started spreading in China late December. They had sufficient time to prepare in advance, and they kept the borders open and allowed people to trickle in. So naturally the cases have multiplied, and now they're facing a huge pandemic which they're finding it difficult to control. So is this something that is proper, that the government should not do disaster planning and arrive at a situation, then desperate measures? Now creating such things overnight is not going to be an easy task in a country like India. We all know that the rail wagons are in pretty bad shape. Convert them into well sanitized hospitals with ventilators, very tough. It will take a pretty long time. The government is now so desperate that they are asking automobile manufacturers to start manufacturing ventilators overnight. Do they have the necessary expertise? Will they be able to do it in no time? There has to be always the possibility that some virus may create a pandemic. This has happened many times. There has been SARS, there has been Spanish flu, there have been so many precedents. It is the duty of incumbent governments to look at all these possibilities in advance. Having said that, they are doing the best under these circumstances. Great respect for Prime Minister Modi. Excellent attention. He is there round the clock trying to find formulae. And even Donald Trump is doing an excellent job. Very sad to hear about the cases in the United States go over 50,000. Just over the last 24 hours, more than 100 deaths have been reported in New York City. It's the lifeline of not only United States but also the world. Some of the the biggest companies in the world have their operations, their base out of New York City. So Manhattan being in the shape in which it is today, it's pretty bad for the world. Economically, there's an economic cost too. Now at this point of time, everybody is talking only about the health needs and taking care of people, but they should have been doing that before as well. The economic costs are also important. Now, for example, let's look at Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman's press conference yesterday. There has very nicely they have tried to address the bottom of the pyramid and trying to help them by giving gas cylinders for free, by extra 5 kgs of rice and dal. Fantastic. But now she has also added that the government is ready to pull out and pay the Employees Provident Fund money for companies which have less than 100 employees and where 90% of the employees earn less than 15,000. Okay, that's fine. Now what? Now tell me, what is this employees provident fund? It's a saving for the future, right? I mean, if I'm an employee in an organization, I'm saving for the future needs, for my future needs. Are the future needs more important than the current needs? There have been resources. Now, if the employer does not pay the provident fund in time and the government pulls in, how does it help me today? I mean, would that enable me to take care of my healthcare needs today? Time and again, I have mentioned that at this point of time, the monetary policy will have only that much utility. The Reserve Bank of India has urgently convened a press conference today at 10 o'clock. I don't think they will be cutting interest rates today, because that falls within the ambit of the MPC, the Monetary Policy Committee of the Reserve Bank of India. So that's not going to be on the anvil, but certain unconventional measures are expected, like Reserve Bank of India could be buying lots of bonds, just like very similar to what US Federal Reserve has been doing. This is to unleash a great amount of liquidity into the system. So this is possible. This Shaktikanta Das is expected to unveil certain measures to infuse liquidity into the system. But what is really required by India at this point of time? People are requested by the government to self-quarantine themselves. There is a lockdown in the whole country. Are people getting the essential commodities in good time? Are they able to get things at the moment's notice whenever they desire? There are serpentine queues across many shops, grocery stores. Medicines are in short supply. The government, first and foremost, if I was in charge, would first make sure that the things are available round the clock and they are streamlined and available well. Many of the factories have already closed. The people are not there only to run them. The transportation is facing great amount of bottlenecks. These are the things which more than anything else, more than putting employees provident fund money, what the government should be doing as a priority is for streamline the entire distribution system quickly, so that people who are staying at home, they can at least have a nice square meal. They can have their chapati, dal, rice, whatever. And for oil, you must look at guidance from a popular film star Akshay Kumar. According to him, that you should make ghar ka khana, and he has advised that the company whose oil he's promoting has gone beyond oil to rice to dal, and sit at home and make parathas and various kinds of pakoras. Excellent ideas by popular film star Akshay Kumar. And so that's it. Mr. Bachchan advised, a lot of advice is coming from the Bollywood industry. Therefore, Mr. Bachchan advises that stay at home, stay safe, stay calm, self-quarantine yourself. Mr. Akshay Kumar says that now that you have decided and agreed to stay at home, sit at home, make various kinds of pakoras, biryanis, and with all the oil that that he's selling, you should use that to make all these nice things. And if you do succeed, do please call me as well. I would love to come and have these. But sorry, I forgot, I am also under lockdown. The market should be quite reasonably well today, and I have told you that I believe a temporary bottom has been formed. I repeat, this is only a temporary bottom, and but you should take advantage. If you have some shares, if the money is stuck badly in some shares, this may be a good time, but this rally should continue for some time. So do bear that in mind. And sometimes the economic realities and the on the ground realities do not match. Like yesterday, the US jobs numbers came at something like 3.2 million, and this is more than the Great Recession a number of 662,000, and the numbers that were reported, I believe, in August of 2002. 675,000. So this was really a big jump in unemployment numbers, and yet you saw Wall Street rally fiercely. There was a 3 day. There has been a 3 days rally that has not been seen in the last fastest 3 days rally which has not been seen in the last 90 years. So if you go back to my videos, I've been saying for the last few days a temporary bottom has been made. And based on the types of scripts and stocks that you are in, you should be able to make good benefit while staying at home. And after eating the nice pakoras and the biryanis, you should be able to do some good stock trading and make some good money. So make hay while the sun shines before the next wave of selling starts. That I will tell you. If you keep watching my videos, you should know what's lying next. In the meanwhile, keep doing well. Self-quarantine yourself. Happy pakoras, happy biryani, and happy investing. Take care. Bye-bye.